Good morning. It's March 20th, 2021, the first day of spring. Spring coming out of COVID. It's going to be a slow spring. I'm Rosalie Corrame, and this is me doing video, feeling a little uneasy and doing it anyway. I am a trail guide who helps people like me, people with pretty significant developmental trauma for whom the world doesn't seem to be a place that really meets us and helps us. It seems to be a place that kind of is confusing and difficult and frustrating and challenging. And so through being in my life and finding ways to, despite how challenging it is, to have joy and celebration and aliveness, then I'm building my toolbox and learning how to guide you to have more ease and aliveness in your life. I had a difficult week. I had an intensive 3-day retreat, pretty much kind of all day. I mean, not really all day, but it was intense enough it might have been. And since I was away on vacation last week, I actually allowed for one appointment each of those days at the end of the day after the retreat. And by the end of 3 days, I was really just chewed up. And I felt chewed up, and I felt like a failure, and I felt like, I don't know, all of this enthusiasm kind of drained out of me, and just like, ugh, I was feeling kind of ugh. And that's awesome, because I work with people who the world meets not with a big embrace, but with a lot of challenges. And so whenever I have a challenge, it's a great chance to say, oh, wow, okay, this is challenge, and what do I do that works? And I'm still feeling a little challenged by being in front of this camera and not having figured out exactly what I was going to say before I sat down. And so I'm noticing that. I'm just pausing here. I'm pausing and noticing there's kind of a rush through my body. There's kind of a energy like this. Not necessarily a bad energy. Yeah, I guess there's some fear, but there's some aliveness and excitement too, because I really want to share things on video. I really do know a lot of stuff. I just, because of this whole developmental trauma thing, I keep feeling like, well, maybe I really don't know all that much stuff. And I have to keep remembering and reminding myself that, yeah, no, I do know stuff, and I have stuff to teach, and I am valuable. By the way, this is my cat shirt. It's from the mountain. Here we go. Okay, I had to do that. So, I don't think I'm going to get into any huge unpacking here. I'll keep doing videos, and there will be a lot there. This was really just to get on the camera and say hello. And I guess what I want to say is good job. Good job for your courage and your perseverance and your kindness and your forgiveness of other people and yourself. And, if you don't do all those things as well as you'd like, of course you don't, right? That's the deal. We got these nervous systems that don't work right. So of course we don't do everything right. So I guess on this first day of spring, I invite you to remember to hold yourself with compassion and forgiveness and kindness, and to stroke your hair, stroke your shoulder, pat yourself on the back for what you've done that was good, Extend kindness to yourself. Take a big breath. And know that things are okay, even though they don't feel like they're okay. That's the deal. That's the deal with developmental trauma. Maybe one of the most fundamental deals is things don't feel okay. Things never feel okay. And so we're designed, right? We're these mammals. We're designed when things aren't okay. We're designed to find out what's wrong and fix it. Like that's built in. So I can feel it that things aren't okay. And so I'm like real busy looking around. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? How can I fix it? Except that in these messed up systems, virtually all of the stuff that I'm feeling that isn't okay is either completely false, like everything is totally okay, or it's this enormous exaggeration. So things are basically okay, and there's a couple things that could be adjusted, but it feels like, oh my God, like nothing is okay. That's what it feels like. So we need to learn how to recognize that this sense that things aren't okay is just not the truth. The most biggest truth is that things are okay. Things are okay, and there's still things I need to learn, and there are things I need to learn how to notice, and mostly I need to learn how to soften, how to get into my body, how to trust myself and my connection with all the wisdom and awesomeness that's actually here with holding my back. So I invite you to breathe into all that and just love yourself as much as you can. And if you can't too much, then don't beat yourself up about that either. And I will be back. And happy, happy spring. Mwah.